in here as well. Okay.
It's got a sort of comfy shape to it. Yeah.
It would have been a lot better if I rescued it before my blood exposed to the elements, but yeah, cool.
Okay, so it is Wednesday the 4th of September 2024. We're doing episode 8 of Spelljammer. This will be the last one before handing over to the next person's line, which is Peter.
Sorry, can we pause so we can have some tea?
Oh,
Let's just make tea as well.
I'll make tea.
Make tea as we go.
Yeah, let's just make tea.
Also, can I have my character sheet somewhere over there? I don't know which one it is. I can't read it from there.
I can't.
It's all right, I found it.
I've got Pete's character sheet from my game for some
How
reason.
could you forget
I
about
don't
tea,
know.
Saxon?
Possibly because I've been so
It's
busy
easy.
hyper-caffeinating myself in order to stay awake that I don't actually want to drink it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dave, you there was a battle last week. We didn't go anywhere. We were in the octagon.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yes.
As you may
That's-
remember, when
that's
you were
all.
last here, we had a dramatic cliffhanger after scouting out the country manor of the crime lord Ligonum. We had the cliffhanger where you, the Neogi and the crime lord had dragged in. The gnomes are about to throw them to the, or at least one of them, to the grand old master. You then jump straight into the fight scene.
Fought a bunch of Neogi apparently.
Yes, although the head
Hang
Neo-
on. Who was in? There was like an Umber Hulk.
Yes, there was the main Neogi and his Underhulk slave. He had
The main Neogi being the one giving birth.
no.
That's
The Neogi, the main Neogi was a guy called Nagak. He was basically the head of operations, the Neogi equivalent of the crime lord. The one giving birth was the monstrous great old one who was reaching the end of his life and had been infected with the young. The younglings, the hungry younglings who had
Being
eaten-
infected with the young is something we all understand.
Did you have to fight the younglings?
No, as a matter of fact, they were able to avoid that. Actually, I suppose, considering how well they handled the Umber Hulk, I'm suspecting that the younglings wouldn't have been that much of a problem unless they kind of got blindsided by pincer movement. You
I
actually
was
did
going to
quite-
say, if we'd rolled
chased
crap.
by the Umber Hulk at the end of the mission, weren't we? End of the last
Yes,
session?
we were.
Yeah. You were, you fled the house and the Umber Hulk was coming after you, that's correct. You'd grabbed up the gnomes under each arm and you were running out, out of the house through the windows along the front, if I'm remembering correctly. And you were going to cross the lawn. Now, I can't remember. Does the Umber Hulk have dark vision? Can you successfully hide from him? Let us
Yes,
check.
it has dark vision.
Did you just give up on the Umber Hulk and just let us run away?
No, he didn't.
Yes, it does have dark vision out to 120 feet.
Of course it does.
Well,
It's an underground creature that burrows.
Don't give them ideas, Ben.
Okay, so what
That's what we did
cunning,
if you actually read the module.
what cunning
There is
plan
no
do you actually have for avoiding the Umber Hulk? You are quite correct. I had completely.
We don't
forgotten.
have a cunning plan. We're going to be taken by it, I think.
Sorry, what's happening? We're fighting the Umber Hulk.
Is there anything an Umber Hulk actually likes?
No.
No,
Or is human flesh?
easy.
What is its motivation?
They
As
have,
in, is there something we can throw or pretend to throw that would be?
it's not stupid. It's an enthralled minion.
Okay, can we de-enthrall it?
They're basically raised from birth to be minions. So it's not as though they're specifically enthralled.
Was my character cast any spells? I didn't. I seem to have one spell slot marked off. 2 spell slots marked off.
Let me just check the stats.
Kind of wish I had my reading glasses, but I will survive. Survive is what I'll do.
With all that said, it has only got the same speed as you if you can actually make it to the horses up on the hill. You can outrace it, but the biggest problem is there's a big dip in the ground around the edge of the property. Now, the people who have hard dark vision
I do.
are not going to have any problem with that.
I'm not going to have a problem.
Wait a second.
No, wait.
No. I think Mellifleur, as part of his divine powers, has the ability to imbue dark vision on people. Could somebody find Mellifleur's character sheet? And
Obviously.
I'm a cat.
get a cat person.
Nice.
Okay.
Can I teleport myself across the divot in the ground?
How was the divot?
Kitty!
Do you have a spare ender pearl?
Hold on a second.
Wrong game.
Let me see. Do I
That's the point.
include...
How wide is the divot?
No.
Across.
Oh,
This is like a golf course divot.
Isn't it a ho-ho?
No,
Fun
not
cover.
one
I
back.
did say a ho-ho, but I wasn't.
I
I
thought
actually
it
meant
was
a
about
ha-ha,
this big.
so that was me getting mixed up with
I
my
thought this
practical
was like a little
references.
depression.
Well, I thought it was a brilliant
Around
predator
this
reference. I had no problem with that.
I would say it's probably 5 feet deep and maybe 5 to 10 feet
You could definitely
across.
fall in it then and hurt yourself.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is
No,
that,
It's
a
a
moment,
ditch.
please.
It's what we would
How far-
normally
how
refer
far
to
is
as
that?
a ditch.
isn't that the ledge? I thought that was that escarpment ledge thing we came over to get in.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It's not a ditch as such. It's only
No, that
one
wasn't a
side.
ditch. That was like a raised.
No, I'm sorry. It was meant to be a ditch.
Is it,
Oh,
or is
okay.
it like a ditch and then a lump like that? No, it's just a ditch.
No.
Oh.
In real life, ha-has are supposed to be
Don't
invisible,
retcon
effectively.
it.
A form of invisible fence caused by a negative space.
All
So
right.
that they wouldn't have a raised bit as well. Okay, here we are. For
It's just an escarpment.
Mellifleur's channel divinity, there is a thing called, where are we? Eyes of Night. He can imbue up to 5 people with dark vision out to 300 feet for 1 hour, as long as they're within 10 feet of him. So, yes. Now, as I recall, Mellifleur did not use any of his channel divinities last session, so he should have that free, no problem.
That's everybody because I've already got dark vision.
Yep, okay,
Who's
cool.
Mellifleur?
And so is
The
David.
NPC cleric.
Party
Ah, right.
person.
It's actually-
No, it's, I was just going. Is one of us playing Mellifleur and I failed to notice? No, Mellifleur's our NPC. Cool.
As I recall, when you were last here, Dave was playing Mellifleur, and then last session, Jono played him. Okay, so let me roll d6 for does bad shit happen.
I should really do that. I should just hand out NPCs to PCs to players because I always forget the NPCs are even there.
You're not the
in
only
the
one.
game.
Okay, can I just have, since everybody has dark vision, could I have just a d6?
I don't have dark vision. I don't think.
Yeah, you just
No, no,
We just did this.
The cleric has given everybody
Oh right, sorry,
dark
I missed
vision.
that.
And yes, so well, this is what happens when you young people keep sticking your heads in your mobile
That's
phones.
true.
Young whippersnappers.
So what are we
Keep calling
doing?
me that because I do like being considered young.
Saxon, I know you didn't finish your sentence. What was it? Do we all have
Could
to
you
do
make
a
a
dex test?
dexterity check simply to navigate the
Yep,
ditch?
sure.
Well, I rolled an 11.
What to do what, Saxon?
To basically navigate the ditch which surrounds
Can
the
I
property.
Misty step over it?
Yeah, sure.
I'll
What's
do that
the,
instead.
What's the?
Excellent question. Difficulty with
My dexterity is actually pretty decent.
for everybody who has dark vision, which in this case is everybody, it's an easy, so it'll be 10.
I got 11,
Yay!
so I
Oh,
only.
10.
I stumbled, but I got through.
Oh, I don't want to fall. Should I just Misty step over it? What dexterity? What's my dexterity like? Let me see.
You'll get ahead of the rest of us, and the Umber Hulk won't get you.
Well, there is that. I just need to outrun you guys.
That's
right.
right.
You'll be 30 feet ahead of
to
us.
escape the underhook, you don't have to run faster than the underhook.
No.
You just have to run faster
Oh,
than the
then
slowest.
somebody
In
number
that
in the
case,
group.
I'm going to use feline agility and move twice as fast as well.
Oh,
Okay.
I've got a +4 for dexterity. I should just try and jump it.
Do it. That's what I
It's
did.
a second. It's a waste of a
Do
second
it.
level spell
Do it,
that we might
do
need.
it, I dare you, do
Roll
it.
one.
Go on.
Roll
Oh,
one.
I'm gonna be in the
Do
fucking.
it.
Well, I tell you what. How deep's the ditch, Saxon?
5 foot.
5 foot. So I'm not going to take that much damage.
You're face planting in the ditch.
And then I'll have to misty step out of the thing, guys. I won't be able to
If
fire
you're,
out of it.
if you're conscious enough to escape the underhook, this could be the end of your character.
Don't, Ray.
Hooray!
20.
There we
I'm
go.
freaking awesome jumping this thing. I somersault in the air as well
Yeah.
as I do it.
And
move
that's,
the umber
that's
hop as you
definitely
go.
a
Rigged.
somersault in the air show off.
See?
Yeah.
Stop
And he
taking my good
moves the umber
rolls.
hulk as he goes.
Oh
Stop
my
it!
god!
I want to use this dice. Stop it!
I failed in dice rolling.
Oh no.
Like
Alright,
always.
nice.
You rolled below 16.
Look,
Moves the
19.
umber hulk and draws trousers back up into a serviceable position.
19 again.
All
He
in
had
one
never
smooth
rolled below
movement.
16 for a 2-year period.
That's the problem with these Eldrin, Fae and Elves. They're all just perfect.
No. 20. You all watch me jump it and go, God, I wish I was her. How elegant did that look?
No, that's not what I thought. What I thought was,
What? Easy jump.
he jumped.
Easy.
Okay.
Tea before I die.
There!
Okay.
There it is.
Before I go
Tea
to
or death.
die.
Make your tea.
Or death. What happened to you? You brought beautiful dice last week. 2 weeks ago. Dice. Good dice. How gorgeous. Doesn't it feel good to be rolling dice again? Like a real person.
I will get you
Not
milk.
this fake thing.
I get
Not this
milk.
pretend roll. It doesn't really roll. It's already decided what number's going to be next. There's no chance to it.
I'm just wanting to say here how much I love the way that you're trying to.
But am I wrong?
Well, I don't think you've actually achieved anything useful.
Gosh, you should see me at work then.
Fair.
Obviously, this works on kids.
No, it doesn't work
No.
on kids either.
Work on anything, apparently. Look, I'm just trying to make Urban a better person.
I'm sorry, mate. You're way too late for that.
Oh no. Keep digging.
Stop it. Stop that stupid dance while you're at it.
He's dancing?
Did you
Well,
buy,
what passes for dancing with Peter? You know. the
like,
one.
let's go to Japan?
Yeah.
I just got it. I got it for Father's Day.
Yeah, Ray's like,
What's it like? The kids bought it for me because they know I want to go
That's
to
it.
Japan. So they
quite
bought me
good,
there.
yeah,
Is it good? Is it worth
yeah, I
playing?
quite like it.
I got that.
It's not too complicated. It's not a hard complicated game, but yeah, it's quite enjoyable.
They look quite cute.
It's a beautiful looking game.
Yeah, big
Looks
cards, big
beautiful.
tarot cards,
Yeah.
and
I'm
I have
going to Japan in January.
My sister went to Japan.
China and Japan.
She's going to take the kids to Japan when they're old.
Yeah, I'm going to be lucky if I get to go to Queensland.
You're going
from now on.
nowhere. No.
I'm not getting on the
No.
plane ever again, probably.
And just like The Godfather, when you thought you were out,
You could
they
get another
dragged
one
you
and
back
get on the
in.
plane.
You
Well-
can check out any time you like.
I can actually get
But
an
you can
operation
never
to
Sounds
leave.
good. I
glue,
got that, and I
to
got
glue
dog
my
park,
lungs to the
which is
inside.
quite ironic
So
to
they
me
can't
with my
collapse.
love of dogs.
Pretty well pilly, eh?
Yes, it looks. It
Do
looks
you have a love of dogs?
And it's
No.
Australian designer, I think, dog park.
Sort of glue,
Oh,
you
so
sort
I
of
didn't
glue
see
them
that.
to the line
Yeah, I
of
got
the
both of
tissue,
those for Father's Day.
so they
Oh,
can't,
cool.
so they can't deflate.
So I
I
really
got a
enjoy,
book
I really
for Father's
enjoy
Day.
Wow.
let's go to Japan.
Okay,
These dogs
I'm
you're
not playing
talking
dog
about.
park.
No,
I've
no,
just seen
it's
it
a way of
online.
me too.
it's a way of preventing my
I don't
lungs
even know
from
the
collapsing
Oh,
by
yes, of course.
gluing them to the inside of me.
We just,
I just heard you talk
we
about
just got
dogs.
my
It
silly.
sounds so messy. Why don't you just use
Yeah, the mushroom thing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Ka-chunk,
Yeah.
ka-chunk.
Yeah.
They look like
Surely we just
wingspan
put
of
an
mushrooms.
action
It is,
please, and
yeah,
then
it's
come
basically
area.
you're trying to grow mushrooms.
That's
as
the
a
How do you think they
spore.
reflate them?
There's an element of the wind blowing spore.
Sorry?
Like, it's
The extra
quite
air is
cool.
the problem.
Yeah, it's the pressure
It's
that
the low
makes
pressure
That's the
outside.
plan.
It's funny, I
It's
got
a
two
preferential
games
differential
this
which
year,
causes
both
the
for mushroom games.
sister burst.
So
which
that
causes
one's
the
about-
lung
There's a
to
thing
Sort
going
of the
on here.
ecology, yeah, I know, and there was a third one. And you
It's
sort of
really
decided
good.
there's too much mushrooms. The other one's
I've
about
been saying
picking
that for
mushrooms.
like 3 years.
I
And
know.
you've got to try to not pick
Sorry.
poisonous mushrooms.
Can I just ask, where did somebody find that many
These
mushrooms?
trees are
then?
fine, by the way.
They're
No,
all on
no,
Kickstarter.
not
I think
saying
every
anything
now and
I
then
think
there
a
seems to be
couple
like
decent
a.
shares.
Theme.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah,
easy.
I'll
So once my
I'm just going to
college,
see what's available.
mycology,
Get it
which is the
done.
mushroom picking, and mycelia is the one about the mycelium network.
You know, enough for everyone.
Yeah, I saw it on came up on Facebook or something.
Yeah,
Or
it's
on
fine.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Sorry, so can we holding you up? Are you ready to go on?
Yes,
Okay,
I just
let's-
made a roll. As you kind of scramble up the hill, kind of behind the Umberhulk, which is still chasing you,
I jumped over.
and
That's
go
I'm
for the
going
horses.
twice as fast.
Yes. One of the gnomes looks at the horse and says, head off at a diagonal for your final destination so that they don't realise what direction you're going to be going in.
Excellent.
And basically you'll head home.
Mm-hmm.
I will roll to see if there is a random encounter. Basically, nope, no sixes. Bad shit does not happen.
Oh, I thought I was going to have to throw a chromatic orb at this Umberhulk, but apparently we have evaded it.
You've evaded the Umberhulk.
Would you want to throw a chromatic orb at it anyway?
Just throw it at one anyway. Go
Just
on,
roll
do it.
times that.
Do
Go
it.
on.
Do
Alright,
it.
Go on,
Do
go
it.
on, go on, do it.
Doing it now!
Don't roll a one and drop it on yourself.
Do it,
Don't
yeah.
do
I
it.
don't know what
You
I have to
anger
do.
it so much it runs
Oh,
even
God,
faster to
kill
catch
myself.
up.
I have to make a ranged spell attack.
Yes.
Oh,
Now that
God.
should be on your sheet.
Spell attack bonus of +4.
Yep.
Go.
I rolled a 19, +4 is 23.
Yes, you're
No
gonna
problem.
get
That's a hit.
Yay.
Roll
How
for
much damage
damage
did you
on
roll?
it.
Fire,
Roll for
brains
damage on it.
melting, I hope he dies horribly.
Oh, that's not quite nice.
It's an
not.
Umberhulk. We're not supposed to be nice to them.
Apparently. What happened now?
Miscegenation of the races.
What's it called? Is it a spell you're doing?
Yes.
I've worked it out.
Okay.
I get 2d8
I'll go.
if I cast it as a second level spell,
And have you?
which I retroactively have said I have.
Our game is
Okay.
good.
Well, I had a spare second level slot, so it's fine.
So no.
7. Amazing.
Plus anything, or it's just
No, it's just 7.
He's already
Okay.
taken damage, so who knows?
It's d8 per level, basically.
I did not keep track of how much damage it
Of course
took
you
from
did.
last week.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Matter, we've left him behind.
You have left him behind. So you ride back into town. It's not that far, so you can probably afford to actually ride them at a gallop for at least a mile or so, then walk it down to a canter and then speed up again simply to keep well ahead of it. So you arrive back at the Moonlighter at the space
I
dock.
like dice of fun.
Excellent.
Now, presumably,
Oh, cool.
who did we manage
My
to
friend is
dispatch
giving me dice.
last week?
All of
You
them.
deal with?
All of them. You managed to dispatch Loganom, who was the half-elven crime lord.
Yep.
There were 2 human minions of his. One of whom you killed at the very least. I can't remember what you did with the other one that you pushed. Sorry, what ultimately happened to the second one who you pushed down into the arena proper.
Okay, I'm just wondering if there's, other than the Umberhulk, whether there'd be anybody coming after us.
There's no,
Oh yes.
there's no
Given
more
that we have
dudes.
2 gnomes that they seem to be rather keen on keeping.
There's no more named dudes. All the named dudes are dead.
Yeah.
It's just unnamed.
But-
dudes.
Very quick summary.
Mm.
At the start of the combat, you attacked both the Crime Lord and Nagak the Neogi and all of their group. Nagak used a sending stone to summon help from the spaceship which was parked outside on the ground.
Okay, so there's a spaceship full of
So
neos.
you quickly managed to kill both Legonom and Nagak and their minions who were in
And then
the arena
escape.
area and escape.
But there is a posse on the lookout for
Yes.
us, presumably.
And they have a ship.
And they have a ship.
Okay, that's what I want.
That was why the gnome said right off at an angle so they don't know where you ultimately are going. It is an attempt at stealth.
Sure.
But
And
yes, you will have people after you if they can figure out who you are and where you've gone.
so we should probably skip out of town fairly promptly, I guess.
If imagine you run into town, aren't people going to like get upset or something?
Yes.
Everybody always gets upset.
Maybe they'll wait in orbit for us.
Did we have the horses on the ship?
No, we had the horses
We
outside
hired
the
them from the
tavern.
local livery
Not
stable.
the tavern,
Well, we
but the
hired them.
mansion.
Yeah.
Or bought them, one or the other, I don't know. But we
You
acquired
rented them from a livery
locally.
stable, which was
We
quite
acquired
close
them
by.
locally. Okay,
Right.
we rented them.
Sorry, I
presume-
could not remember that.
So we'll return them, presumably. Presumably.
Yes.
So what you were saying is Nyogi can't come into town and make polite inquiries about our whereabouts because Nyogi don't normally come into town to make polite inquiries.
Nyogi don't do
Make
polite.
a
That was
intelligence or perception.
I
This
know,
is a
I heard
perception.
you. Sorry?
Where's my
Make
D20?
a perception roll, which is effectively an intelligence roll. So yours is
A perception roll. Okay.
6. I failed.
Is everyone making a perception roll?
Has everyone making it, or just
You may as well. Yeah.
well,
Oh God, my reading skills are bad. 14.
13.
Okay, it does occur to you that while the Nyogi can't come into town, they could use any paid off minions.
Or even
Or
mesmerized.
even mesmerised ones, or
Mesmerised.
even simply unmesmerised informants.
Mm.
That would take time.
All of
You
a
Bill
sudden,
Fernies.
even though it's only early
Nice
evening,
reference.
and your features are not fully visible like they would be in daylight, suddenly everybody you pass on the streets
Seems
Cause-
suspicious
seems suspicious. You
to
feel
a paranoid mind.
you feel a stab of apprehension in your guts as you ride.
Okay. Is there faint music along the lines of "Oh, ding, ding, dong"?
It can be if you want.
All right. What are we doing, champ? What are we doing, kids? What are we doing,
I thought we were just
my
heading- I
comrades?
thought we were just heading for a ship.
Well,
shall
what I
we
make
just-
a suggestion.
You might want to introduce yourselves to the
To
people
the
you've
gnomes.
from.
Yes, who are you? What's happening?
Your daughter hires
Captain
the rest of
Globe,
you.
thank you.
Where's
yes.
the daughter? What
She's
did we
back on
do
the
with
ship.
her?
Miranda.
Let's go to the ship then.
Wow, amazing.
Thank you. I'm sure the gnomes will be getting a bit agitated. They'll think, oh, we've been rescued from one group of kidnappers by another group of kidnappers. Joy. No, now that you've actually introduced yourselves and are indicated that you're rescuing them on behalf of Miranda, that's kind of...
Didn't even think to point that out. It's like, no, we're just gnome captors,
I think they were probably pretty happy to be rescued from the
gnome
Nyogi.
rustlers.
Mm-hmm.
And
They were likely to get eaten.
yeah. Well,
Well, at least one of them was.
That's true.
Okay, so you get back to the Moonlighter. Go back onto board the ship. What do you plan to do immediately?
Search the ship.
I just
For
I don't know, stowaways.
Suspicious things.
I'm searching the ship for
Well,
stowaways.
do you
I start barking orders at
Using
the
my
crew,
dark vision.
Okay,
getting a ship shape and ready to go.
okay. One
Don't make a
question:
roll.
who actually acts as the purser on? I think that's the word. So I'm not
The
familiar.
what?
The person who
What
buys
is a
supplies.
love boat?
I'm not sure what the exact phrase
I don't
is.
have shorts that short.
Whoever buys the supplies for the ship.
Sorry?
Who's
buys the
responsible for
supplies?
buying supplies?
You know, outfitting, food,
Chandler and so forth.
Yes.
Well, I
I don't
suppose
know,
that would
whose
probably
ship
be
is
the
it?
bosun's job, wouldn't
Okay.
it?
I think it
Whose
was,
ship is it?
I thought it was mine. I thought I was the captain.
Yes.
Well, you're the captain.
I was just thinking, who was the first
He-
mate? Who was
I'm
the...
thinking that may be a bosun job, though.
Yeah.
If he's
But I don't know.
Aren't you the boss?
You
Well,
are a bosun.
here's the thing. I would be very happy to offload it to anybody else who wanted to do
Jono
it.
is
but-
the... No, you got the job. You're
Okay.
the bosun.
You're the boss.
Alright.
You go do it. Do whatever job
Do
Sax
whatever
tells
Alright.
you to do.
So you actually start
I
organising
say,
because it's still...
all right, you lot, you horrible lot, get us provisioned, ready to go.
Oh no, I don't... that was kind
That's not
of just
the
me
thing.
just trying to sort that out in my head. I think given that you would have had provisions set before you actually left the Brawl,
Mm-hmm.
I think you should be set for that.
Well, I
Unless you actually think otherwise.
I would
Die
suggest
in the
that
space of
I want my
fixation.
I want the ship to always be ready to
Yes.
ready to
you're
sail
right.
on a moment's notice.
First, Peter.
Yes, I believe I remember
Well,
that now.
If you
Okay.
have a tiny straw,
Okay.
Okay, so Toothless Henley,
Mm-hmm.
that's the gun captain. I don't know why I've got a guy named Toothless Hernley here, but
Okay, let me write that down.
Toothless Hernley is apparently one of our gun captains.
these guys have all been mesmerised and they're going to try and kill us.
Toothless,
I hope so.
be ready for trouble.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Captain,
Are we taking off?
Captain, the ship is ready at your command.
Where are we headed?
You
we're
haven't
taking the
decided
gnomes
yet. The
back
gnome
to-
actually suggests that he's very thankful for being rescued.
So
If
should
you
be-
actually head over to the High Church of the God Gond over on for payments, for rewards.
All right, I don't
Remember,
know that.
Miranda actually kind of was going to employ you to try and find her father.
Yeah.
They've had
But I didn't realise she was a member of the High Church of Gond or something.
Well,
her
this might be
father
new.
is
Church
working on a
Gond.
project on their behalf.
So
No,
is that's on another planet though? Is that right?
No, it's on this planet, but it's on another continent on this planet. Basically,
Oh right.
shoot a sound into the other side of the
So
planet.
we could do a little jump.
Yeah. So you just got to, just do a jump. A suborbital ballistic.
So technically they could
travel
be here all the time.
To the High Church of Gond, G-O-N-D.
No, we don't. I haven't given the order yet.
Exactly.
Let's-
Role play.
Captain, the Moonlighter is at your command.
Let's travel to the
Saxon, do I find anything when I
High-
search the ship?
Church of Gond.
No.
Good.
Now it's hiding.
All right, you are a lot. You heard the captain.
He
To
didn't
the
make-
High Church
he
of
didn't ask
Gond.
me to make a roll, so there's nothing there.
Engage.
Or he's cheating.
Now just roll. As long as it's not a 6, which is bad shit happens, you're fine. That's how I deal with random encounters. Or even
6 chance bad shit.
Suddenly
Random
surprising
encounter on
non-random
our ship.
encounters. Okay, so you're
That
on
means
your
every
way.
time we wake up, we could have a random encounter on the
Don't.
ship.
Now that you're getting out
He's such a provocateur. There's no
of
need.
immediate danger,
Yeah.
Captain Globecrafter will introduce himself and explain what's going on.
He's one of the gnomes.
He is one of the gnomes,
Right,
yes.
okay.
He's a spry but elderly looking gnomes with a big, impressive, bushy white beard. By comparison, his offsider, his first officer, is Johann Littlebright. He's got a much tidier, shorter beard and he's got brown hair. Okay. So, Captain Globecrafter, after his emotional reunion with his daughter and your departure, thanks you profusely. He says, look, my daughter says that she's employed you to try and find me and rescue me. I am very grateful and I'll honour that debt. I've actually been, skip that last bit, let's just rewind a bit. From when you attacked and dispatched those Nyogi, I know you, sir, and he points, no, you, madam, he points
Yes.
to Aldea, were definitely in the room, so you would have heard what the Nyogi's plan was, and I presume the rest of you also heard because you were probably on the door outside listening.
What plan was that?
That he wanted to use his daughter to as leverage to try and get. Oh, that's right. You weren't here. Sorry.
Well, this is sounding familiar. I heard something about a daughter leverage, and there's a special engine. I know those
Yes,
sorts of
that's
things.
correct.
Yeah,
So he'll just
unless
explain
there's
very
something
briefly.
additional to that.
No, basically the Nyogi were going to kidnap Miranda and threaten to kill her in a particularly horrible way, a very snidely whiplash way,
Right.
by throwing her to the Great Old Master to be eaten.
Yes, I remember that part.
Lovely.
I thought snidey whip. No, that's not.
Whiplash.
Let's not go there.
No, we're not going there. Sorry.
I am part of a research and development project funded and set up by the Church of Gond. We were creating a new magicless engine for spacecraft.
Mhm.
The reason for this was, as the Neogi mentioned, that the various dead magic sargassos out in space seem to be expanding. Now, we're not exactly sure how this is happening. It might be that they are actually genuinely expanding, or that there might be areas which are the same size, but they're wandering randomly over a larger volume of space. In either case, that's something that was deemed to be important to investigate, so we've invented this new...
So you can actually travel through the dead magic.
yes, and we can map it out, try and figure out what's going on.
Doesn't sound like a good place for a space wizard to go. Not going to do any magic.
Probably not.
Bosun says more or less to himself, don't understand why you do that when you've got perfectly sensible magic to do things.
And you'd all die.
Not if
He's
we had the
missing the
special
point
drive.
comedically, isn't he?
Exactly. But if you
And this from the person who episode 3 is a fan of gnomish tech. That may be a contradiction. Anyway,
Yeah.
the Neogi were planning on stealing the tractionless drive. Basically, their plan, while it was correct in pretty much all particulars,
Is this new drive called the drive?
Was that the-
Right.
The drive?
don't
It's a
think...
reactionless drive.
I was thinking more in terms of the Dean drive, but
No,
I thought you said
Drive.
tractionless.
Yeah.
Not the,
I'm talking real life
Not the
pseudoscience.
I thought he was making a joke for a moment.
So
I don't
did
know
I.
what it means.
well, it is a joke.
I didn't
Yeah,
understand.
Ray's
But
clearly
the
making a
bad
joke.
Unfortunately,
Nobody understands
we
it.
have failed
Yeah,
to
I'm
do
afraid.
that.
Sorry about that.
Instead of an M drive, reactionless drive, it's an M drive.
Oh, God. Oh, you got to know a bit of physics.
Yeah.
Clearly, I don't.
If you-
Basically, the Neogi thought that the drive that I had on the ship, and which they destroyed when they captured us and killed many of our crew, was a once-off. No. The Church of God has been working on this new principle, which is basically inductive reasoning to investigate non-magical phenomenon. It's a thing called science. You may have heard of it. And he looks
Francis
around.
Bacon.
Yeah, and most of you, unless you make a roll on something like, and I'm sorry, I don't know what skill it would be, you would have no idea what this science stuff is.
Arcana?
Probably not.
Investigation, perhaps.
Hold on a second. Arcana, athletics.
Yeah, I think Arcana.
But it's kind of the opposite of
It's the
Arcana.
kind of the opposite.
Yeah, but
I suppose
something
if
about
yin
something
yang, it's
in,
it's included
yeah.
within its opposite. So yeah, just make it on Arcana.
What we all are?
Yeah,
Why not?
well, why not?
I failed.
I got 11.
Now I know in this particular case, because back in episode 3 you had the
My
nerve for
Arcana
gnomish
misfires.
technology, you probably have. So you get. I was going to say
Decent
you get a
chance.
roll with advantage, but you've already got an 18. You know exactly what this science is.
21.
No problem. The difficulty is 12. Anybody over 12 has, for some funky reason, heard about science.
I got 11.
It sounds
The
suspicious.
giant hippo says, yeah, I understand science.
He is so pleased. Anyway, the point is, this
I don't know
wasn't
why I understand it,
this
but I
wasn't
do.
simply a once-off invention.
Mhm.
We actually experimented, predicted what would happen, made several prototypes, which are back at the Church of Gond, and there are blueprints. We could easily make more of them, and indeed, since I've been gone for several weeks, the church has probably already started building replacements. But I wasn't going to tell that to those bastard Neogi who murdered so many people.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we're suggesting we go to the Church of God.
Yes.
Now it's important that we don't get followed to the Church of God.
Yep. So
I don't particularly want to lead Neogi to the Church of God. That doesn't sound like a good idea to me.
that's a very good one. Yes. So you can plot out.
Let's go like a weird
Let's go
rando
in
way.
the opposite direction to where we go, diametrically, so that when they work out we're not going in the right direction, they'll go exactly the opposite way and find out where we're going.
Would we be able to work out if we're being followed?
That is logic.
Presumably, in however this space travel stuff works. Except we're basically just doing a high atmosphere and coming back down again, aren't we?
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I do a range of. I order the crew to do a range of tacks to basically just
Let's just tack about.
tack
That makes
that,
sense.
yeah.
Tack about. Throw some chickens overboard.
Does
Beep,
anything
beep. Beep, beep.
I keep rolling through. Bad things do not
Send
happen.
up a weather balloon.
Beep beep.
Anyway, on a meta
Set off a
level,
flare.
Have to do the popcorn.
sorry,
Beep
on a
beep.
meta
Tell
level,
us meta stuff.
Foghorns don't sound like
the
that.
payments, I can't remember what
This is
number I
dead.
originally specified for payment back in episode 1 if I did it all, but in this particular case they're prepared to pay you 20,000 gold as a lump to distribute however you want, plus in addition, as I said, you will be going up 1 level to 4th level for the next adventure, plus you'll be able to choose one magical item from the either common or uncommon lists in, from basically out of the Church of Gon's vault.
3.
So we can sort that out later, but that's
wrote this down
what the
somewhere.
basic
There it is.
reward will be.
About the top.
Should be up the top.
I found it.
Okay, now,
It's alright, just took me a minute.
If only we had that other sheet, that's brilliant.
okay, now, who is navigating for all these tack manoeuvres?
Who's the Navo?
Well, I don't know. I'm
Me.
certainly
I
not.
thought it was the
I'm-
person.
well, no, the bosun's just yelling at people to do things.
Well, I'm not the navigator. I can't navigate.
Presumably,
I'm a cat.
you guys knows how to navigate.
Cats don't know how to catch. They're cats.
Cats don't know how to cat.
Yeah, you're just saying words.
Every
Cats.
cat believes it is the most cat that ever catted.
Do you
Meow
do,
kitty.
do you do your laundry with your tongue?
Yes, because I'm Mr. Meow Kitty.
I have
Meow.
navigator tools.
Okay, sounds
Go,
good.
navigate.
Okay. Just make a roll better than 15.
Things falling over.
What skill do you need?
No, the world.
Fallen.
We're on a Dutch angle. It's a Dutch angle.
Why is it fallen over?
Dutch angles. We're in it. We'll win a prize at Cannes.
Do you like my guns?
We're in a very artsy fartsy movie.
We're the most boring film you've ever seen.
Oh god, earthquake! Help! That's probably better. Thanks, sir.
We're trying this radical new film format
just-
where you just don't edit it.
All
at
our viewers will be watching like
It's
this.
completely unedited footage.
And once again,
All
I
our
to all of
viewers.
the archive bots.
Hooray!
Yes,
Robots don't have to look at things straight.
we
They
have,
should.
we have
It's the
human
torture.
viewers.
AI is learning things from this video.
Let them be tortured.
We're performing a very big service to humankind then.
Oh,
All right.
indeed.
What am I rolling against?
Now you said you had
There's down
navigation.
here I have
Yeah,
navigation
yeah,
tools here,
yeah, still
but
got
there's
to
no
do
other
face.
information here that helps me in there.
My understanding of things that aren't specifically listed as skills, if you've got tools like, say, apothecary's tools, poisonous tools, in this case navigation tools, you'd simply use that to indicate that you're proficient and then just make a base roll on,
Is that for
probably in this case something like intelligence.
Intelligence.
Okay.
So got advantage.
I failed.
We crashed.
But you didn't even roll any dice.
No, he didn't. I never heard it.
On my phone.
Likely story.
It's not real.
Yeah, so I
Did,
failed.
sorry, do we roll with advantage?
Think so?
Yeah,
Oh.
let's say you
Two
do.
rolls.
So do another roll.
Oh.
But this time, do it better.
Yeah.
Actually, hold up a second.
No, I did it much worse. Much
Sorry,
worse.
no.
Like,
That doesn't matter.
the other one was
Sorry, I'm
nearly there. This one, way off.
I'm trying to think. If you've actually got proficiency, it would be intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
I thought we just rolled twice in the thing.
Yeah, and
If you've got proficiency, you get a higher
Yeah, but
adjustment.
it should already be
Alright.
factored into your
If I
sheet.
put my proficiency bonus on it as well.
No,
Yeah.
but that should already be calculated into those stats there.
Yeah, see, that's +5. That means that includes your
Yeah.
proficiency bonus.
Did you not include it?
Yeah, but he just said it was off intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay, so
+2, and then add proficiency, that makes it +4.
hang on, which
And now I've
what,
got
are you,
over
what, are you,
15.
what are you rolling against?
Intelligence.
You can't be
How can
proficient
you
in
be
intelligence.
intelligent?
No, I'm using that as a base.
Oh,
for
okay.
the,
No, go for it.
navigation.
5 plus 5. Roll.
Just roll.
I've passed now.
Okay. I think I really should have reread the rules rather than making
No.
cool last minute.
You make the rules
additions.
up, Saxon. You're the games master.
What
You
did
do
you
your
roll?
rules. Go.
Okay.
I rolled
Do it right now.
So
11,
you
Jamie 13.
make
which is below
ziggy zag
But if I
movements
have
across
4,
the face
then I
of the
get
planet
15.
and land in the city.
And there
of
is nothing
15.
suspicious about what we're doing.
Not at all.
And
No,
No, no
for
one
my
says
roll,
10,000
which is
feet in
11
the air.
plus
travelling,
4.
like, travelling like a zeppelin.
Why are you doing
Nobody would.
Zigzagging.
Who would? Who's
If
Two
you
plus 2 for
move from
intelligence
one
and plus
city
2
to
for
another
yes,
and
for
simply
yeah.
pretend
15,
that
yeah.
you're local flights,
I agree.
then yes. If you go up to orbital height, it may look suspicious,
Oh,
but if
okay.
you stick relatively low and jump between cities as you zigzag,
And then release the garbage before we go to hyperspace, and then just float away with the garbage.
Don't think I'm really gonna have a correct
All right, can we get
Why
there
at the
then?
moment? It's not
Yes,
many
you
of them
can.
that you do
Because
have them.
if that was
We have
what I was
arrived
doing,
where,
well, that
Saxon?
probably would have
the
made
city
it
of
more
Verflair,
rather than
Verflair.
by strength and dexterity.
Intelligence is pretty good.
Yeah, I guess not.
You don't
The
have to.
city
You don't have to.
of the...
Incredible
Place.
intelligence.
Verflair,
You
Verfair.
have to have good math skills.
So I'm seriously thinking we might maybe we'll do Star Wars again next time it's my
That
job.
would be fun.
One
If you want.
last hurrah with Star Wars.
Why one last hurrah with stuff?
You can
You
always
don't
go
like Star
back
Wars
again.
anymore?
That's true.
He never liked Star Wars. He
No, I
hated
thought you were going to give us another first edition D&D one.
There's so many things I could do. That's the problem.
Being multi-talented, or what?
Yeah,
Running-
big brain and everything is a
Running too
bugger,
many
isn't it?
different
Yeah.
games.
Combine
is
them
the
all.
Yeah.
We all meet. We have to play
We're
all of our
going-
characters, and all of our characters meet up.
we play a combination of first edition D&D,
Oh.
Pendragon, Star Wars,
Pendragon. Half the people here don't.
One
2/3 of the people here don't
and-
even know what Pendragon
and
is.
Indiana
I'm guessing it's a
Jones
as
role-playing.
King Arthur sort of.
Working on
Rings-
that
rings
sort of
of power.
logic,
Yes, and Rings of Power, the role play.
I was the only person who paid any attention to the world setting. You hated me for it.
working on that sort of logic, one day I really should go back to the Nazi occultism game.
It was a disaster.
Indiana Jones was veering in that territory already, so he's sort of doubling up.
Anyway, so you land. You head off towards the. It's on the edge of the market district. The High Church of Gond, called the Sprocket, is on the edge of the markets. On the other side, kind of wedged between the markets and the streets of artificers, for rather obvious reasons when you think about it. Could everybody make a perception check, please?
Can do. I hope the pass is 10 because that's exactly what I got.
9.
Or do I have to get more?
Rolling pretty well tonight, 17.
I rolled 0.
Wowzers!
18.
9.
I rolled a 1, and I have a -1 for perception.
A dirty 20.
Oh, okay, cool. So, considering that you're on basically the other side of the planet, it is mid-morning, I would say. And the hustle and bustle of town is loud, it's raucous. You can smell the fish that are brought up from towards the markets, and it's particularly noisy up ahead.
None of which occurs to me.
So
No,
it's noisy up ahead.
and now you smell like fish and you don't know why.
So there might be something up ahead we're supposed to investigate, perhaps.
Let's do it. Where you're heading. So
Oh, well, that's
you
all right.
take note of it.
20.
And as you approach, there appears to be a riot in progress in the street in front of the sprocket. As you approach the corner, you can hear a lot of shouting, who made a perception check which was greater than 15? Okay, you can make out shouts which seem to be directed against the Gondish church, and every now and then you hear things about being in league with the humdrum. Okay, what are you doing?
A rat is an ugly thing.
Okay, now we're still on the ship, aren't we?
Now it's got
No.
time we
You
had
disembarked
one!
from the ship.
Which isn't
You
bad.
are leaving the docks
What's
where the ship
humdrum?
was
Do we
on
know what humdrum is?
No.
and heading
Made
towards
up
the
thing.
They're using science instead
Something
of
is
mystical
no
magic.
magic.
And
And
now
there's no
anti-magic
magic.
science
Yes,
no
is
magic.
going
You've
nuts.
got
Okay.
Captain
Have we already got our
Broadcaster,
money?
his daughter Miranda,
No.
Mr.
We have to get it from the Church of God.
Which is currently
the
being
also
rioted
known
against.
who was Miranda.
So if we want money, we clear up this riot.
If we were
I,
New York
um,
policemen, we could solve this riot instantly.
I subtly get between
We've got
the
a laser
gnomes
rifle
and
and
the,
an automatic. We can
and
solve
the-
this riot
right.
instantly, New York
Okay.
policeman style.
Let's see.
Which era of New York
Captain
policemen
Globecrafter
opened fire on
kind of
crowds?
the
breaks
poor
out
area
his
where black people
blunderbuss.
live. Wherever Trump wants to go.
Anyone not holding a Bible upside down?
That's what Washington
Is it a
says.
That was
church?
Washington, yes. I don't get the New York reference.
It's not
Other
quite a
than-
church, it's more of a
Harlem
temple
is, isn't
complex
it?
with various crafting facilities, blacksmiths,
The guy does
research
tear
and
gas the
development
protesters.
labs, etc.
So they're protesting
Off to the
against science, are they?
Yes.
Kind of. They specifically think the scientists are in league with something called the humdrum. Could everybody make a roll just to
Arcana,
Let's-
perception, history.
Just let him pick.
Sorry.
Arcana will do fine or history, whichever is
Religion?
greater.
They're both
No, these are rumors rather than religion.
Oh,
Told me.
pants! Beans! Toodle doos!
20! Natural.
Excellent.
Not me. 6.
Not Pete,
I've got nothing.
Not me,
The
I don't.
humdrum was a rumour of whatever is causing the dead magic areas to be created and expand. It's basically something which is making the world all boring and sucking
So
away
every
the
time
magic
somebody
and
makes
making
a
everything
Yeah, so
drear
we-
and dull
we-
and
we-
humdrum.
We guessed right in the sense that it's anti-magic, yes.
Yeah.
So do they just have the doors blocked and are keeping everyone out? Or is
They
it-
have got it
do
blocked.
they have
at the-
guards or do they, what are they doing?
They've got the doors locked at the moment. They seem to have withdrawn inside.
boring.
So these
like a wind-up toy.
Dead
This is
magic sargassos, which is quite a cool
It
concept.
really is, isn't it?
Is that from the Spelljammer thing, or is that something you made up?
That's something I've made up.
Yeah. Love it. It's
It
very
sounds
good.
very Doctor Who.
All right.
I suppose I hadn't thought of it in those terms. But
I was thinking
that's
more
nice.
Star Trek.
So
It's an obvious threat when you've got spaceships which are powered by magic. You actually hit the dead magic zones. The
Yeah.
dead magic zones themselves are canon, but I think they're Forgotten Realms.
all right, fair enough.
Becalmed.
Should I climb up and somehow into the building? to
That's
let them know
exactly what I
that
was
we've got
thinking,
the note
Professor
outside?
Bobo.
Yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I do that then.
You'll probably need to go around
You'll
the
probably be
side.
mistaken for a writer and shot through with crossbows.
Only a flying machine.
Are all the writers gnomes though?
No, they're mixed races.
Right, 19.
Yep, no problem.
So
You
the race is
climb
confirmed,
nimbly up
David.
there.
Are there
Professor
windows
Bobo,
or should I get up
recording
onto the
660
roof? What's the best entry
Breaking into
way?
the Capitol building.
The
End up in jail.
facade of the building
zoo.
has no
Or the zoo.
windows, but any of the attached
So it's
labs
obviously Mac.
or blacksmitheries or anything have got a variety of windows of different shapes, so it's no problem.
Can I see anyone inside?
Did
yes.
anybody else understand my joke?
No.
You've got
No, I
various people
I just
inside.
laughed at it.
They're running around getting stuff ready. They look like they're preparing armaments. They look like they're getting ready for either a counterattack or a last stand. You can't tell which.
Can I, if I knock on the window, try to get someone's attention and wave? In the most peaceful possible way.
Oh, sorry. Yep, somebody notices and
What?
they do not decide to shoot you. They do startle a bit and go with their crossbow. Oh, okay.
Oh, they're down. Sorry. I'm looking down at people.
I think you said that you were going along the roofs and looking in.
Well, I was coming up the side and I'm looking through a window to see if there's someone. And then
Oh,
look
I
out the
see. Sorry,
window.
I thought you
If
were.
I catch somebody, it's attention, so I can tell them what's going on.
Right, sorry, I thought you'd gone up to the roofs proper. No, okay.
I don't want to
yes.
get shot.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah, yep. You knock on the thing. You've got people over there. Somebody looks over at you. Again, points the crossbow at you very briefly as he's startled. Oh, because he sees your peaceful demeanour.
Yeah, I show I'm not carrying any arms.
Please do.
Can he open the window?
Yep.
Hopefully not outwards.
How does a chimpanzee make it look like he has no arms?
Obviously, you know.
These jokes are getting worse, right?
Just nick the window.
He's
Yes.
armless.
Okay, what are you doing here? There's riders outside.
I explained that we saved the gnomes and we've got them outside.
Wait.
All the
You've got
gnomes.
Captain Globecrafter?
Yes.
Aha.
We saved him from
A fate worse than,
a fate
worse than death.
than death.
Give us 20,000 gold pieces or we
And we'll be on our way.
We want to be paid.
I've known this
where
for revolution.
he comes up to the window. Where are they?
Expect to be well
Can I
paid.
point them out?
Yep. From here, you can certainly. Oh, you're up on the second floor, so you can certainly see where he.
We're
they
down
are.
down the street discreetly at a distance, peering around the corner, presumably.
It's a bit hard to see them, but
Hide
there they are.
gnomes.
What should we do?
Should we get the nose to
Okay,
wave?
we're about to go out and disperse the rioters. So just wait a moment. Do you
And
want to?
disperse means shoot.
So should we just hide till you finish this madness?
We
Yeah,
might
that
be
would be a
able
good
to
idea.
assist in
Yep,
some way.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're going to go back to
Well, I've got a
disperse
laser
the
rifle.
others.
Yes.
And someone else has a Colt automatic.
So I've come back and explained all of this.
Not
We
to,
just
be,
got to
not
hide till they sort out their
to be
mess.
confused with a cult automatic.
Let's
Well,
go
what are
to
they
that
gonna- what are
pub
they gonna
just
do
over
to-
I thought it was
there.
a 1911
What are they gonna
Colt
do?
No,
automatic.
Disperse it.
sorry.
Sorry,
No,
that was,
no,
that was a bad
I don't
joke,
think
worry.
shaking around is going to help.
You may explain this.
What? Are they really going to open fire into them?
I have no idea. I didn't ask them that, but they were arming
If we
themselves.
had a Gatling
So I assume they're
gun,
going to go out and say,
we could.
if you
A
don't
Gatling gun that we
disperse,
don't have the
we
ability
will
to shoot.
shoot you in the groin.
It's not my fault it jammed.
It's going to hurt a lot.
Well, hopefully.
That was.
That's
I
the
would
whole
like to say
point.
that
So
was
they
the
will
most
disperse.
beautiful
But they got like
ever
rubber bullets or something.
anti-climax the world has
Actually,
ever
I'm pretty
seen.
sure
Ray
that
is
the
dead
bullets,
because
the ones they dropped, the
Speaking of-
bullets, they did bounce from them.
I sent you an email asking about your character.
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't know.
So let's go to the pub
That's okay. Have a think about it.
until
Oh, I'm
finished.
Afraid you don't get as far as the pub.
We didn't
One
roll-
of the
No,
rioters actually made a natural 19 on their perception roll. So they see you. So they go, hey, that guy has just come out of over there and he points around.
Okay, don't
They
come
know
near
you're
us.
there.
Hang on, this is before I talk to them.
This is after you talk to them and as you're heading back towards them.
So should I run? I run. I climb up another building.
I remember how it goes now.
Go, Professor Bobo.
I've got stealth. So
Bobo!
can I hide, run and hide?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so I've got 13.
There are spies among us. Look out for the spies. Find them and kill
But my
them.
stealth was 19.
No problem. Yeah, you've definitely been able to hide. So you're going to go up onto a roof. Are you going to stay on that particular roof? Or are you going to head off to another building?
Well, assuming they're chasing me, they're not chasing these
We
guys.
need special Professor
I'm just
Bobo
going to go up there and
chasing
hide, and if they come up to that building, they come up, I guess.
Okay, fair enough.
I can't think of any particular Professor
Okay,
Bobo.
let's
But
just
you,
see
I would
if
say
I
that you
see
guys would
logic.
probably have noticed this and then gone to the
Why?
Not with a natural roll of 18.
Gone where, sorry?
to the
The
pub.
next time what?
To the pub, I missed that.
We're in trouble.
You're in trouble when you get
That's
this spotted.
okay. We have plenty of time to
We are
sort you out.
infiltrators. We are heretics.
We could just play a board game next time, and then Ray will be back.
Because
tomorrow.
one person's missing.
Well, like he's a very important person.
You're right. There's no way we could game without Ray.
Thank you.
It's very traditional to. It's very traditional to play a board game in between
Okay.
different things.
Thank you,
Quite
Emperor
typical.
Palpatine.
We will do
Quite typical.
this, and it will be aliens, because I'm choosing the game.
my young apprentice.
It is tradition.
To play.
I've been
Say what, almighty one?
in time, unicorn.
Is it Parcheesi?
You know,
No.
I know we
Match
disagree about
rats.
the prequels,
Oh, the
Why don't we?
but one of the things that annoys me about them the most was that they actually told you that Palpatine was Palpatine, and any Star Wars fans went, "Oh, now the whole mystery is ruined. The whole
My-
surprise."
Except if you read the novelisation,
Mm-hmm.
Luke consistently calls
He
the
was
Emperor by his first name.
Quitos, Lord of Scam, beloved of all.
in the
In the
He was my
novelisation,
friend.
don't know why, but
They
not,
scorned him.
instead of saying "you failed, Your Highness," he says "you failed, Palpatine."
yeah, I knew he was Palpatine before
Mm.
the prequels. That's the problem.
That's the problem, say. If you were wondering which one was the Emperor, you learned straight
You
away.
can't-
But
You
my
can't-
theory was
you
he was a
can't write-
clone.
You kind of had that sinking feeling that,
And that's
oh,
why
I
he
should
did
have
that
got this
voice
real
back.
shock at one
That's why
stage when
the
I
Jedi
realised
couldn't
that
detect
he
him.
was
They couldn't
actually the
detect him.
descendant
Yeah, but
was
if you're
actually
watching
the
it
Emperor.
It
in
didn't,
order, if you're watching it from one all the way through, then you do get the surprise.
It didn't actually occur to you that Ian McDiarmid was playing both parts, right?
No, that didn't.
Okay.
I thought it was general knowledge. It's like it was blazed all over everything.
Who's general knowledge?
No, he's
He's-
like
He's
General
Grievous'
Grievous,
younger brother.
He's Admiral Know-How's
but he's smarter.
offsider.
Smart. I'm gonna enjoy these movies. Though.
And Corporal Punishment is their henchman.
That's right. There's also General Obvious.
Are you guys running away, by the way?
And
Oh, no,
major
sorry,
television
Captain
events.
Do we
What
need
is
to?
it?
Are they
Idiots?
following you?
They're about to run after you.
Idiots.
Why?
Captain
But they just-
Obvious.
You insulted
Captain
them.
Obvious.
No, they
Always
know.
Captain
And let's not forget Private
The
Parts.
two
Anyway,
roles
And you've
made
left
by
us.
Perception were both in the high teens. So
I
he's
win.
scampered up the top of a building and hiding, hoping
I
to
had no idea
lead
it was
the
just happening.
rioters away from you. It was no good because they rolled a natural 18 on their group Percepto, and they
So now
spotted
they're
you.
coming for us, are they?
Yes. So do you want to run or do you want to stand and
Oh
fight?
god, let's
or
just
what?
kill all these bastards.
Corporal
Wow.
manifestation.
That's what we've turned
Corporal.
into.
Wow.
That's what we've turned into.
What about
Murder
the-
hobos.
What about the gnomes? Are they particularly keen on rending the gnomes?
They don't particularly care one way or
Okay,
the
so
other.
the
They're
rioters
going to
are
kill
not
them
No,
on general.
that's not what I'm asking.
They're going to kill them on general principle.
Run!
So
Oh, there's
they're
another
not-
one. General
Back to the
Prison.
So the gnomes, they're not considering the gnomes. The gnomes are
Not
not
general.
the focus of their ire. Is what I'm trying to get at.
They are part of the focus of their ire. They
This
are.
is Dave.
They're not being ignored, but they're not being specifically
Targeted.
Yes.
Oh,
How many riders are coming at us?
So
Well,
random
I'm-
people
as I
know.
said-
About 20.
Okay.
About
As I said
20.
before, I'm standing between the crowd and the gnomes.
Let's just kill these
David
bastards.
Tennant's Luke,
I'm
younger
shooting
brother
them.
Luke.
Let's
Okay.
shoot
There's
them.
20 of them.
Yeah, they only outnumber
What are you going to do with the other
I
50
love the fact
Zulus that are
that
behind the
Ewan
general?
McGregor's younger brother's call
There's only
sign
20
in
of
the
them,
RAF
take
was
them.
OB2.
Can we shoot them?
Yeah, you
Yes,
take the
yes,
first
you
line
can.
down
You
and
can
the
do
others
whatever
will keep
you
coming.
want with
Oh god, this is such a bad idea.
Roll for
This is a
initiative.
bad idea, this is a bad idea.
This is a very bad idea.
I did not start this. I did not
We
start
didn't start the
I-
war.
I didn't want it, I didn't start it.
It was the trigger happy commies who were blowing up the commies. That's right.
Okay,
Actually, it might be
okay.
alright
Where's
because
my
the
initiative again?
guys in the building are also about to come out and start
Mhm,
shooting.
Yes.
Yes.
So there'll be attack from both sides, basically.
13.
Can I try? Oh god, maybe
no.
I'll have to do it on my
No, try talking
intimidation
to them.
thing. Yes,
24.
Oh well, come on. Fuck David, roll high before anyone dies. Roll high, roll high, roll high.
Too late. I rolled
Roll high.
24.
This could be alright. This could be alright. This could be alright. I don't know.
Did you do it? Did you do it?
So I've got to try and act before he does.
24.
5, 8, no, 18. It'll be fairly close.
I'm another 13.
13.
18.
What are you going to do?
Try and stop this bloodshed
How?
by telling them the riders to stand down.
Oh,
Wait.
hang on. That's a speech. That's a free action.
I think they're gonna stand up.
You don't need initiative for that. You can just do it.
possibly.
Maybe.
Do it.
Oh
Mr.
no! Well,
Nicholas?
I was going to use intimidation, so I need to go on my initiative.
Okay.
Well, I can choose to go after you.
You could defer your initiative.
I will
Yep.
defer my initiative and go after Dr. Dave, Teacher Dave.
Okay.
One of the day.
One of the days.
I rolled a 2 on my initiative, so I think you're going.
Okay.
Anybody
Before
else?
you.
You already escaped. What are you doing?
And then what do I
What
do?
do you
I
roll?
get an initiative
I rolled a
bonus?
13.
Where is that? Is that
Okay.
anywhere on here?
Initiative, it's up there.
Okay.
Oh yes, thank you. Okay, I got 4.
Heroic inspiration allows me to roll with advantage, right? So that's
Yeah.
an if I want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, without knowing the result, I can choose to use it later. Yeah, I am.
Oh, I
Ah,
can't
cool.
remember the mechanics, but yeah, let's take
I
that.
think so. I think. Oh no, I have to roll both. I choose to use it. I'm going to roll with advantage. Take that away.
Who's honking there?
Oh, that'll be my next
Okay,
one.
I'm going to roll intimidation, rolling with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, that's, oh shit! I've rolled a 20. 26. Stand down.
Okay. They at least the front dozen or so, the closest to you, they stop and go, oh, whoa.
Doesn't
Yeah. There's a very large number of crowds across the
Roll a 20.
street.
I know, you rolled the maximum you could possibly
Okay.
roll.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What are you doing here? What's your connection with the humdrum?
Well, at least we're talking now. This is good. What are we going to say? We'll deliver the. Have they seen the gnomes? Like, what will they do to the gnomes if they see them? Well, they probably already.
Apparently,
have
the
seen them.
gnomes aren't particularly the focus of their ire. We're just strangers.
They're just strangers, yeah.
Strangers.
We are visitors to the High Church of Gond.
They're in league with the Gondites. Kill them.
Yeah, that you
That was
probably
good.
should have
That
said
was
that.
like
Oh, well.
the worst thing you possibly could have said.
Oh God, well.
But at least you did it in an intimidating way.
Yes.
You did it really, really
I've
well.
never
You
seen
made them
anyone
think. You made them
Lazy.
kill
think twice.
themselves so
You
magnificent.
made them think
Behold,
twice about killing you
we are
before
the
they started
people
killing you.
you hate.
Yeah, so stand down.
He's so intimidating. I'm going to think twice about killing him.
That's
And then I'll
Yeah,
kill him.
I thought twice about it.
Mr.
I'm still
Mr.
gonna
Kitty
kill
Cat
him.
now shoots him in the face.
Well,
You should have said
we
that.
wanted to go to
What's
the
that?
church. We wanted to go to the church, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
They were attacking the church.
yeah.
What do I roll again?
Well, at least we stopped them attacking.
What weapon are you using? Are you
My
using
pistol.
the pistol?
Oh, it's +4.
Maybe dexterity for a range shooting type weapon. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, so I plus my dexterity. Oh, that makes it a +10.
No, it's just +4. You've already factored in.
Well, my dexterity is +6.
I don't know that.
I-
What's wrong? What are you trying to do?
I was going to shoot them. Does the pistol get a -2 mod for
Should
shooting?
we actually?
No, it doesn't.
Are we
Show me
actually
this.
such murder hobos that we're really going to have to kill all these?
That's right.
It's not particularly what I want to do, no.
At least
Plus
12 of them, probably more.
But there is at least one murder
Shouldn't we be
hobo who
trying
wants
to
murder.
just beat
You mean
them up?
negotiate?
Yeah,
with
your
them?
your dexterity
He
is
tried to
+4.
do that. It's a good idea, but it
Oh.
didn't work.
I thought my
Go back
dexterity
to
was
the
+6.
No,
Fly away.
your dexterity is +4. That's
What's
fairly
that?
high. You've got a dexterity of 19.
Okay, what was I looking at? What's +6?
It might be the +4
What do you
plus
mean?
the
It says
proficiency.
+6.
It might. What's the proficiency bonus? Should be
Up
2.
here. I get an extra plus for being a tabaxi.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't added it to my pistol apparently.
Well, you've got your attack bonuses for pistol being +4.
What's it say there? We got dexterity 100 plus.
Big
Don't
yellow
you
is
try
just
attack
6.
bonus?
As well as there. Why do we have 2 places where we record these things? Because these ones are our focus ones, I guess.
No, that's your saving throw.
Oh, hang
That's
on.
not. That's your saving throw.
Has
That's
there
not
been
your-
any
Oh,
shots
these are
fired yet?
saving
Yeah.
throws.
Oh no, I mean,
No, that's those are your
Your
attributes.
dexterity.
Those are your
Yeah,
no,
attributes.
clubs and
Those
swords.
are your saving
Yeah,
throws.
Ah,
no,
so
yeah,
it is
they've
plus
been,
four.
they've been
Four's right.
generally
So we're
breaking
not
things
gonna-
with the clubs
so how-
and
Can they see we're armed?
I don't know. I
That
was hoping
doesn't
not to
deter
kill
them at
just
all?
innocent people.
But that is
Have they noticed?
Sure. Okay. Kill them. Go and do it.
they have noticed, but they
I think Saxon
they're
was
so
okay
hyped
anyway.
on adrenaline that they're not actually caring. or more specifically, you're in a standoff where they're kind of
Seems to
edging
play all these guys
towards.
into it, so I
Well,
understand.
They're not armed. Maybe you could just.
Oh, they're
fire
not
at
armed.
They are armed, but they're not armed with
As
firearms.
in, boom, boom.
What are they?
Could you arm it? Just
Clubs and swords and some cases pitchforks, axes,
fire over their heads and
and
scare them.
It's a mob.
it's a mob.
If they don't have guns.
And then I'll have no pistol.
Oh,
It's a
And there's,
one-shot pistol.
at least one
'Cause it's a
shot off to
flintlock
one
pistol.
side's on
I'm
fire.
up on the building. Could I shoot?
What do you think I am? A bloody
Yeah.
modern guy with a 20th century,
Maybe.
21st century gun?
I don't know
I've got
what
one.
goes on
I've
in
got a laser
Spelljammer.
pistol.
I know.
Laser rifle.
Everything. It's kitchen sink.
I can shoot from where I'm up on the building. Would that deter them?
Can you shoot unviolently? Okay, you do that. I'll just defer. I'll move last.
I have.
Despite getting the highest roll, I will now move last. Therefore,
You're going to hold your
decisions
action.
are everybody else.
So you're holding your action?
Yeah, I just
Cool.
said so.
Alright. Can I just fire in the air to distract them?
What
Can
was
I
your
try? Can I try?
Doesn't matter. I'm not shooting at anything. Just shooting.
I'm kind of on David's
I'm such a
wavelength
bad
here.
guy.
Mhm.
Can I try and use my
Oh, I don't have any second level spell
Incredible.
slots left.
passion
So
for
much for that idea. Never mind.
for life and justice to beg for
Best I can do is a minor
for
illusion.
sensibleness?
What will this illusion
What,
do?
it might be a bit late for that, but what's your actual idea? Not just the general principle you're aiming for,
After
what's the mechanics of how to get to what you are
Problem
asking?
is I don't really know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I was thinking I might just let it.
Do you want
pass
to try and
just because-
effectively disengage as a group, back and barricade yourself in one of the buildings on the side? That's the closest I can think of. Then barricade yourselves in, that pub you were talking about.
I don't know. I reckon I could just cattle prod one of them, and maybe the rest of them would flee.
Oh, that's right, the electronic cattle prod. The electric cattle prod.
With what?
Is there
The
such a
cattle
thing as
prod I've got.
police in this
You got a
world?
cannon. Oh, that's right. You got a
Guardsmen
cannon
probably,
prod,
yeah.
haven't you?
No sign of them around the place.
Not at the moment, no.
And a net.
I know roughly how
Do
many
that.
rounds in the future that the
Do that.
guards will actually
Do-
turn up, but they're not
do
going to
that.
And
right now.
see one of them shake with electricity and
So-
fall down.
So I
Do
could
that.
do a minor illusion, is what I'm thinking about,
Okay.
which could be a sound. I'm
Mhm.
thinking, what kind of sound will distract this mob?
Well, my idea was to fire the gun to distract them because they don't have any guns and
What-
there has
oh,
been
you
no
can make any
gunfire.
sort of sound.
So
You
you
could fire
could
a
do
gun
that.
from a distance.
Yeah, you could fire a gun somewhere.
I don't know. I thought maybe police siren or something similar, but I don't know. I don't know whether that makes any sense at all.
Well, the coppers again.
Cop, was you coming?
Trumpet. So, you know,
Trumpet?
signal and
Maybe they
trumpet.
got bells, like traditional
I have
police would have.
absolutely
Flappers or whatever.
no
The
idea.
whistles that the
Yeah,
What about
they're
an eclipse?
whistles.
Can you create an eclipse?
An eclipse of the sun, and then they'll think
With
we're
a minor
God,
illusion spell.
because
Yes.
we predicted it,
Make them think that the eclipse.
and
The
they will
world is
worship
coming to an
us.
end.
We will swallow up your sun if you do not disperse.
I can create a sound, volume ranging from a whisper to a scream. It can be my voice, someone else's voice, a lion's roar, a beating of drums, or any sound you choose.
Oh,
Yeah.
lions roar! Geez, that would scare the shit out of them.
And if you're in Narnia,
Could you pretend to be God?
I am gone. You are doomed.
Build a jacuzzi, okay?
Build me a jacuzzi.
Try the lion. Like I've already scared them with my intimidation. Try and scare them now with a lion's roar.
Do they even know what that means?
Well, wouldn't that freak them out even if they didn't?
That's true. Like some kind
Wild
of
beasts.
horrible
how about a
Yeah.
dragon's roar? Wouldn't that be more?
I don't think he
freaky
could
for
be. He's not
people
high
who
enough
dig?
level to do dragon.
Yes, I can. I could do anything.
You can't. I don't think you can do it. Literally.
I
anything.
can do anything.
I can do anything.
I
I'm
can create a sound.
lazy.
I can create a sound ranging from a whisper to a scream.
I think that would cover dragon's roar.
Yeah.
What's the range?
Is that a special
30
thing?
feet.
I mean, I can create a sound
30 feet.
anything from a whisper to a scream.
Okay. The street.
It doesn't
I was
sound like a
expecting to be
super-
at
It's
least
magic.
60,
Magic.
maybe 100 feet across. You could certainly shove it off to
My
one side and
superpower
do it,
is
yeah.
to be able
Yeah,
to
that's kind of
flip
the idea.
both eyes at once.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Just like a dragon's roar.
Oh, go do it.
Okay, you do that. Let's see, how would I do there?
Blah.
I can balance this dice
Zoe?
with my finger.
Yeah.
Blah.
I rolled a 19 for another
They
group
have
reaction.
failed dice.
They're not intimidated by the lion's roar.
Oh, pants.
Shoot him now. Go.
They're not intimidated by the
Do
lion's
it.
pants
Shoot him.
either.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that
We
the
tried.
consensus?
We tried, and now just hammer it.
Actually, hold on. I'll break them down into 3 rules of 3 and all that.
Even if you.
Okay,
You're
the next
whinging that you
question
only have
is,
one
should
shot,
we be
but that would have been true
actually-
whether you shot someone with it or not.
What?
You saying,
That
oh, you
makes
got
no
one.
sense.
It does. She said you shoot over your. I guess no, maybe, but shoot over their heads versus shoot someone in
If
the
they're
face.
not going to be frightened by a dragon's
Either
roar,
way, then you've got 29 irate rioters on you, don't you?
I'm just going to. Oh, you just going to. I'm just.
Are these
I'm going
particularly
to agree.
Are these particularly muscly guys?
Angry people.
what are you going to do?
Some of them are, some of them
I've
aren't.
tried
Some of
to
them are fat,
talk partially
overweight,
to them.
elderly
We
people.
are-
Some of them are
we
skinny
are-
little people
we
with
are
faces.
pretty impressive
Full
group
of
of people.
things
We
that
have me, and we have the big dippo guy.
This is true.
And a
yeah.
monkey.
The monkey's not here at the moment. The monkey's hiding on the roof.
That's true.
We so shoot. We should.
Um,
We need a firepower. We so shoot a riddle.
There are a mixture of people of all sizes, ages, and races.
Oh, cool, that's
Some of
children.
them are kind of blacksmith-looking people. Others are office worker, skinny, overweight
This
people.
was
Some of
awful.
them
I
are
could-
little old ladies
Look,
armed with
I could thunder
who are
wave
quite
them,
cranky
but
and
that
are
would
armed
kill
with
them
their
all.
umbrellas.
We
Uh,
don't,
I reckon, because they'll
we
probably
really
have
don't
like
want
3
to
or 4
start
hit
killing
points.
That's
Oh,
good.
no.
Okay.
They
them.
would.
I mean,
They're
know.
commoners.
That's why
So-
I figured they weren't much of a
I
threat.
think we should try a group intimidation
Okay.
Yep.
to get them to back down.
Okay.
That's great.
So who has the best?
I got +6.
You got +6.
Plus
I got
6
+1,
intimidation.
so, yep.
He's a bard. He's got charisma up to wazoo.
Yep, I got +4. Off you go.
I've got +4.
Okay, so as long as most people, at least half the group,
You get an
make it
advantage because
tough.
we're supporting you.
Sure. Is that how you want to do it, Saxon, or do you want everybody to roll individually? And
roll
Table.
individually.
Roll individually,
and as long as
everyone.
half of the people
half the group has to
succeed
pass
What are we rolling on?
on intimidation.
in intimidation.
Yeah.
In this particular case,
23.
It's not.
Oh, no,
19.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's the
It
same.
is
21.
fucking not.
But this
Okay.
one's faded.
Come on, intimidation.
Intimidation. We've already done
Where's
half of
one?
us.
Yeah.
We've done
Let's
it.
just skip
We've done
that
it.
anyway.
I failed.
You're not intimidating, neither are you.
I'm a space wizard.
okay. Well, that is still 3. So yes, they're intimidated.
Oh, you're on here. Okay.
Now let's say something stupid, so I'm intimidated.
And I hold the cattle prod out and I make it go its thing.
Ooh, with a particularly nasty sounding.
Yeah.
Just like what was the thing in the first Star Wars film which had the particularly nasty crackle to it?
What? In the first
the stormtrooper weapon.
I think so.
Yeah.
When you say the first.
First of the
The
new
New
ones.
Hope.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't. Hang on.
Oh, you do mean a New Hope.
No, the
There was
stormtrooper thing was an electric
Stormtrooper
rod.
electric prod.
There was something which was making a nasty crackling sound as a form of intimidation. It wasn't the torture droid because they would whoop 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 whoop.
That was
whoop.
Revenge of the Return of the Jedi.
No, it wasn't.
No, that was a New Hope that had the big long syringe thing that was coming towards it. No, we will discuss
Oh,
that.
but that didn't make a crack.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
no,
that-
You're all wrong. That was Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, I think you might be right.
Oh no, I'm wrong.
No,
No, it
that
was
was
in
Star
New
Wars,
Hope.
a new
When
Hope.
you
Because
say
she
it
was
was
in
getting
a- she was in a-
It
interrogated.
was. It was in New
Okay.
Hope.
Shut up,
Let's
Palpatine,
begin.
you don't know your movies.
The electric cattle prod type thing
I am the Star Wars.
makes it a particularly intimidating crackle.
I'm getting my
So
torture
that's-
scenes thing mixed up because there was torture
basically
scene in
the,
Empire Strikes Back.
That's the 2
Torture.
rounds. So at this point, the doors to the temple open up and the island golems come out. But there's something strange about them. will you please make a perception check
Oh,
to
God.
see what is strange about the iron golems?
Iron golems.
16.
Made of bronze.
Iron golems usually don't have cockpits in their chests with little people sitting there going "Nah," as they pilot them out.
How little are these people?
It's lab.
Normal
Gnome
size.
size?
No, they're not normal size. They're normal in size.
Magic dance.
They've got combat mecha.
Jump, magic jump.
Okay, so the iron
So these iron golem.
they're about
Oh,
10 to
God.
12 feet
Thank
tall.
Cary Grant.
Oh, Cary Grant.
Oh, yes.
Hey, no problem.
You know where
That's
that
a
quote
miss.
comes from? You remind me of the bay.
Yes.
What
Cary
part?
Grant.
Does it?
And
Fuck
that's a
that.
miss. Okay, 3 of them hit.
It's like
They
Cary
go
Grant
out
has in-
with very
Juke,
large
juke,
nets
juke,
and
juke,
simply
juke.
throw those nets over the rioters. And basically,
Kills them all.
You're
the nets are
electric
not
nets.
electrified or poisoned anyway. It simply covers them, tangles them up, and entraps them.
So the science that they were all fearful of came and got them.
Yes.
They were right to fear it.
Now they were.
Except it didn't kill them, which is a step up on most things in the D&D universe.
Science.
Yeah. Okay. So, now, these are coming out from the temple over here. You're over here with the people immediately in front of you. Do the people who are paying attention and being hideously
Yep, that's the
intimidated
sound.
by you even notice?
Car.
10. Some of them notice, some of them don't. Okay. The ones that notice roll a 1 and they all freaking run away. That means there's
Nice.
only about 6 of them left immediately in front of you.
Perfect.
What do you wish to do?
Way we could take that.
Let's just.
Well, I've got my great
Tell
cudgel,
me what
Mhm.
to do.
because I'm thinking it's not a time to shoot people.
What
so.
should I
Mhm.
do?
You don't have to shoot them. You could
Tell
just
me
hit them with
great
something.
one.
Yes,
That's what
yeah.
it is suggesting.
Without-
I've got my pokey stick.
Right.
Okay.
Back.
So,
Back.
And I'm not
now in
actually...
effectively the third round, you've actually
What-
delayed them
what
for
are we
2
gonna do?
rounds until the combat mecha turned
Oh,
up.
no.
What do you wish to do with the remaining 6 who have not run away?
Eat them.
I'm going to stand there,
With sauce?
and if they walk towards the gnomes,
Mm-hmm.
I will give them I'll give them a cue to let them know not to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and if they keep going, they'll get a smack bottom.
Okay, what is their reaction? 15. At least.
They're going to keep coming at each other.
Several of them hide back, but there is one person who pushes his luck and steps forward. You're going to make a
Just
dex
cold
roll
block
to-
him, Jono. Just
Dex
try and knock
roll.
him unconscious.
5 plus 3, 8.
Okay, that's no problem. Yep. Okay. So basically, you have successfully subdued the crowd on
Just
this side
rifle
of the
him.
street.
I just whacked him on the bonds. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go,
that's
idiot. Sit down.
I don't envy your headache when you wake up, but you will wake up.
which is rather the point of the whole thing. Okay. So the crowd is successfully
Quill.
quelled, yes. The various Gondish forces incapacitate the crowd and hold them for the guards. Somebody who had been pointed out by Professor Bobo and knows that you are there comes over. One of the high priests who actually knows Captain Globecarter comes over. Globecarter! My goodness, you're still alive! How wonderful to see you! And these are friends of yours? And Globecrafter says, these are my rescuers. And the priest who came and said, any friend of Globecrafter is a friend of mine. Please come in, out of all this unpleasantness. And he,
What's going to happen to the people under the net?
they're going to be held and handed over to the city guards.
Okay. At least there's an authority.
Does anyone have tissues?
In game?
No,
Or
in
like
life.
now?
Okay, look.
How good, sir.
What? Because I was thinking, what plan are you up to now?
Blowing my nose, that's my plan.
God, Urban's had to open
Okay.
5 bags to get you some tissues.
He's my saviour.
Okay. I
Thank
will
you.
fully admit that
Yeah,
I'd actually
actually,
expected 2, maybe 3 rounds of standard combat before the
I can give
before
you
the
my handkerchief, but I
combat
don't think
mecha
you
came
want
out,
it.
but you successfully intimidated them
Yeah, that was
and
my backup plan.
settled things much quicker than I expected. So basically, that's kind of it for the evening.
Oh, brilliant.
Like I said, you go in, you meet
Yeah.
the head priest. Globecrafter explains what's happened. He says, "Yes, of course, we can pay you from coffers for money assigned to the
Write
project's
it down before we
uh,
lose it.
funding, so that's no problem. So out of game, next time you go up to level 4, you've got the 20,000 gold to split between you and the ship funds.
How many of us are there?
6.
There's 6.
Oh, it's
But you
20,000.
might want
7
to.
with the NPC.
Somebody added
So
the
there were
party
gnomes in the
stash.
suits. Gnomes
Some
in
of
the
them
mecha
were
suits.
gnomes, some of them were humans. At least one was a GIF, and there's probably a couple of other races I'm not thinking of.
I
off the
think
top of my
I'll
head.
take a
I'm
look.
pulling it out of my thing. It's a mixed race
I wrote
group.
it down. No one else did. Therefore, it's all mine
Um,
now.
Everybody write down 20,000 GP.
Exactly.
No.
And then you can all
It's
spend
group
it.
stash, sort it out yourself.
Do we have a party stash sheet? We don't.
Well, you can take responsibility for it as long as you mark it down as party stash.
Okay, I'm going to write it in this vast, spacey,
As
additional
long as you don't act,
treasure.
as long as you don't act Judas like, you know.
20,000 GP party
He's going to treat it
dash.
Actually, advancing to 4th level doesn't
Is that
work
the
out
etymology
well. I think
of the
it's
word?
No,
Let's see, you get an
that's
ability
judicious, as in the way I was
plus 1
judged.
to one of your
Right.
abilities.
See, it's a very inconvenient amount to split 6 ways because it comes out at
7.
3,000. Oh, 7.
We've got to give the clerics
We
some money.
don't need to parcel it. We just use it when we need it.
So that comes out as 2,857.14286 gold coins each.
You won't have my
May I
7 gold
suggest
coin
you take
because
a
it
smaller
died.
round number amount out for your personal use
Or
and
if
assign
you
the
take
rest
it
for
6 ways,
upkeep of the ship.
it's 3,333.3 repeater
Oh, God.
gold
Don't.
coins each.
I'll write it out of
You're enjoying
4
yourself, aren't you?
And then we'll have 80,000 gold pieces.
I'll take 100 gold.
So now
What?
we have 20,000 and 100 gold
Well, if everyone
pieces.
takes 100 gold pieces, then we put the rest in the safe.
Okay, alright. In which case you need
Do we
to,
need more
you
than
need to
100?
reduce.
Probably not.
1, 2,
By
3,
the-
If we ever
get
need more, we can
5,
separately.
6.
We can always write it in a
So
book
that's
somewhere,
six-
so we know that we're not going over.
That's 600 gold
share.
pieces.
Yes.
Effectively, yes.
So that's 19,400 left. Can I borrow a pencil then?
I want to give myself 100 gold pieces.
So do
Oh, that's the.
Now,
Okay. So it's now
while we
200.
have time,
So-
is there anything else that you can think of which needs to be
What did
sorted?
we get in the first place?
20,000. And 1 pen. How will we divide the pen?
fight to the death.
Excellent. With tiny, tiny daggers.
Pretend this is the rod of law and break it into 7 bits.
What? Then there'll be no law.
We do that
20
duel
bits.
like in War and Peace.
That was great.
He just staggers around in the bushes after it.
I was telling Urban about it on Monday. It's like, we laughed our heads off. Are they French? Are they trying to kill me? But everyone likes me!
He turns home a hero.
I am wounded! I don't think he had a scratch.
No, he did not.
So how many gold pieces do we take each?
100.
100 each.
That's very restrained of us. How am I going to buy my other shaving kit?
What do we need money for?
I'm going shop.
Shopping.
Shanae!
Well, remember, for next time, you will be getting either a choice of one uncommon or common magical thingy
Nuclear
from
bomb!
as part of a reward from the church.
Are we going to put one of the engines on our ship?
One of the what on the ship?
Engines.
One of those engines?
Yes.
On our ship?
Oh, you'd like a reactionless drive? Oh, yeah, sure.
Just in case we ever get stuck in one of those halls.
Shanae!
Yeah, sure.
Do I
It might take a while to actually commission and create it, say 2 or 3 months. But yes, you can certainly have a reactionless drive installed on there.
Oh, then we can
For
bury it
only
under the ground with the
$40,000.
rest of
Do I,
it.
do I sense a plot point?
You never know.
It's part of ongoing meta narrative. The magic
We're so going to end up
anti-magic
in a dead
Sargassos
magic
will come into
Sargasso.
That's
play
what I
at
think
some
it
point
is.
in the future. Yes.
I'll be reduced to playing card tricks. Even those may not work in a dead magic zone.
Are we going to do something about our paltry 900 experience points?
Yeah. You're going to go up to.
Everyone's going to go up to
everybody
fourth
goes
level.
to 4th level. Yes.
And now do we get a long rest?
So,
Yes.
Are we going to level up now, or is this going to happen some other
Do
time?
you want to do it now when we've got some time, or do you want to do it one at a
Oh,
time?
actually, well, I don't know. We do
Here's
have
the
time.
thing: we are actually ending early, but it might
mate,
not
30.
take. But
So we
we
do have
might not
time.
have enough time to go up to.
Yeah, maybe not. That sounds. I don't have a. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That sounds tedious. It may not be. I'm not sure I have the energy.
I'm tired.
Okay. In that case, we might just call it an early night.
Ring
Okay.
security.
So, with that done, you all prove your heroicness by refusing to kill
A bunch of idiots.
a bunch of idiots, although you were perfectly prepared to kill mobsters and space slavers, which
I think
shows
that's okay.
very discriminating taste about who you squish like
Yeah,
books.
yeah.
And you're going to go up to 4th level.
I think it is.
Yay.
I
was
think it is the idiots'
I had
good
it in
fortune
trawls,
that they didn't actually
fixed
succeed in
the
attacking
people.
us,
I had no second level slots.
because squish like book is what would have happened.
So
I would agree
otherwise
with
I
that.
would have tried to enthrall the
Okay.
crowd.
So,
try to enthrall everybody. No one was enthralled.
I'm just actually
I didn't
imagining
have any spell
a
slots.
human getting upset enough to
'Cause
start
the second
prodding a
level spell
gigantic
was
hippo
already
thing.
installed the second level spell.
I was taking a spur of the moment inspiration from that white supremacist idiot who was during the January 6 uprisings, who was trying to work up his courage to actually attack Officer Goodman, even though Officer Goodman was just one man standing at the top of the stairs and he had a fucking crowd behind him. And you could tell he was trying to work himself up into attacking and he was failing.
There's something I got sent. Stop calling us weird.
Yeah, nothing weird about him, is there, eh? All of the other ones.
No, seriously, think about it. They're the people who, when they had the trial, learnt that Trump was incontinent and wore adult diapers, and they went out and started wearing red diapers at all the Republican events. Yeah, they're weird. Don't try and tell me otherwise.
So strange. And are we still recording? It seems like
that
it
is.
doesn't matter.
The recording is now over.